All right, guys. Hey, Dwight, back with Dwight Writes. Sometimes to write about an adventure, you got to go on an adventure. So today, I'm taking my wife on an adventure. We're going to go out. We're going to have a baby in a couple of weeks. Actually, a couple of months, 2 months, less than 2 months. My gracious, it's coming. We're going to take her out for a day of fun and kind of like a babycation. We got a babysitter. Again, if you want to write about adventure, you got to go on one. Here's our adventure. Need some gas. There's a scary hotel you could stay in if you're writing like a horror book.
1 hour later.
Yes, we will. All right, so we found this hotel at Bedford Falls, Omni Bedford Springs Resort. So we're gonna sneak on and act like we're actually staying there. So, new adventure, fancy pants. So we've managed to find ourselves in the rooftop of this place. So we have no clue. We're just going through doors now. So we'll see what happens. Super fancy pants elevator. It's got a mirror in there. So there you go. It's like writing an old Victorian book, just like in this elevator. It's really creepy. You guys are writing like a haunted house book. There's like a haunted tour there, so you guys can like come hang out here. Like there's all kinds of adventures. If you guys want to write, like just find some place and go do these fun things. This is actually pretty amazing. We might actually do this today and see what happens. So we found this didn't find it, this center point, this big huge pool, but it's gorgeous. I could just sit up here and creepily watch people, or I'm just kidding. I had to run back to the car because I left my wallet. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there next to the cup, in the cup holder. So anyway, thoughts are starting to flow. What happens if somebody loses their wallet and their serial killer finds them because they have their driver's license, they know where they live, they don't steal their money, they just stalk them? There's probably a story like that. All of a sudden thoughts are starting to go. I don't write horror, I don't write suspense, but that's a good start for it. Send me some royalties if you use it. Anyway, just get away and go on your own writing adventure, because that's where thoughts start coming and you start seeing things from a different perspective. We're gonna go back in, we're gonna think a couple more things, we're gonna continue our adventure day, but now I've got my wallet. Dude, we just found out that there's a murder mystery here, so we missed it on the weekend, but we could have totally done it. Too bad. Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, so we're back in the creepy elevator. See ya! All right, guys, I'm back home with my wife. She's up heading to bed. I'm getting ready to write. We did our amazing day adventure. We first saw a haunted hotel that you could do a horror story in if you just sat and looked around and rummaged around. The second thing we saw was Bedford Resort, and we snuck around. It's like a Victorian hotel, so really that old-fashioned feel. The third thing we found was that haunted house. We didn't end up going on that, but it was a lot of fun to look around and see what they had available. So if you wanted a haunted house, go on a haunted house tour. So they had one of those. The fourth thing we saw was a murder mystery. That's a great way to tell a story, is through a murder mystery. If you're into suspense and thriller, I have some of that in some of my books with riddles and puzzles. The fifth thing we saw was this old couple. They come every single week, and there's these huge puzzle tables with these really cool wooden puzzles. The pieces don't seem like they fit at all. There's no real edge pieces. It's a really cool puzzle, and they come every week and they put it together, and it's kind of their date day. And so they were really sweet and they were really nice, and so I'm going to write them into a story because I think their story is really awesome, and they spoke to me and we got to spend some time together. I'm going to use them because they're really great people. Last week we went and had something to eat. We spent some time together. I didn't film a bunch of it because that was our time, and so we got away from the kids. I was able to get really good ideas. We were able to have great conversation, but now it's my turn to write, and I took the things that I learned from today and the ideas that I garnered from being at a different location, and I'm going to put them in a book and have a lot of fun with that. My hope is you do the same thing. Remember, keep that pen to paper and you just keep on writing. Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment below on what you guys are writing today.